to East Lansing, where the Michigan State fans have already started the Spartan Walk on a perfect night for college football, and one they hope will finish with a Michigan State victory in its home opener. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Western Michigan Broncos, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Broncos ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone and he's knocked down at the 10. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will go to work first. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Childs. The quick out. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Right back to the well. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Kelly. Oh, what a caught! Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
The Spartans with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. They're going to run it. Shakes off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Spartans, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Gets it out fast. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Childs. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Western Michigan's offense has the ball for the first time. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Broncos, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Buckley. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the ground, it's Buckley. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll go to the ground. Fights off the defender.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And you're seeing the pass rush on the second play of the drive. They dial it up. Look at the speed and athleticism this defense has as they corral the quarterback for a loss.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Spartans send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. He's got his man. So now it's 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. Turns it on in midfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Lost the fire on second down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. You think about Michigan State D-line and Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Broncos will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The offense changing the play. Motion from the wideout. Toss to the outside. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Childs. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. The play action fake. Makes the catch. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. They go to the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Got a little space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Here's the pressure. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Lowry. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got a man, it's Leary.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. To the air on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Rides the back on the option, the give. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The Spartans line up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. A strike downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Wants to throw. It's Lowry. That's reeled in. It's Conley. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Broncos have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking for room. It's Buckley. Shows him the stiff arm. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He's got it on the move. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
All right, defense, nice job early in the game, playing well with your backs against the wall. The job's not over yet, though. This is an offense that has shown that they go for it on 4th down, especially during these situations.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. And if he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
Back to pass, it's Child. They get to him as he throws. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, it's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And the Spartans will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's McCray. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. From the gun, the ground game. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Going for 6. Touchdown, Michigan State. Fit it in the window for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. East Carolina is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Pirates fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is.
Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Buckley.
Yeah, and you see they keep creeping the running backs out in the flag right there. He slips them out to the right, gets him the football quickly. But this defense, man, I tell you what, you talk about speed, seeing things, reacting, and going and getting them on the ground. Really nice job.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Here's a heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Scanning the field, it's Childs. Got his man down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Spartans decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. A little over half a minute to play before halftime as they take over first and 10. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Buckley. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's head back to the place they've been playing football for more than 100 years, Spartan Stadium.
And the Spartans will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Fakes to grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Red pass, it's complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Dropping back, it's Childs. The Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Looking to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure coming. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quick handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He'll do it himself. Creates a little space. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Lowry. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Broncos will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Hauls it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Finds his man. It's Marsh. The Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Dropping back, it's Childs. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The give to the tailback. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Into the end zone he goes.
give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Trying to keep the drive alive. Goal line defense on fourth down, and they give him nothing, making the stop at the 2. On the ground, it's Buckley. Nowhere to go on that run, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. We've reached the break, and Michigan State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The give from the gun. And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuck. Here's the handoff. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And the Broncos will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And the returner will be brought down. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
That's caught. It's Marsh. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. To the ground with the back. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Holds and fires complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Spartans really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Back to throw, it's Childs. Just a short pass to the tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Makes the catch. It's Kelly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. Brought down, but not before he blown his way inside the 10 to the 8. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, they can also drain the clock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Escapes the sack. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. He's looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That gives them now a 7-point lead here in the final period.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front, how good their pass rush has been.
The Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
And how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, third and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
And the Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Wants to throw on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Spartans! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Minnesota delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Minneapolis for some time. And if this team's not careful, it could become a football school again, like it was back in the 1930s and 40s. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Under fire. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
The one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Michigan State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Michigan State 31, Western Michigan 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for a man. It's Lowry. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to beat the D deep. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. And the offense is out on the field with a first and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to give it to the wide receiver on first and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Sparty! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
38, Western Michigan 10.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Lowry. Fires on the move. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Leaves it with the running back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He now has 85 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. On the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
It's now 2nd and goal.
When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.